Be a natural dreamer. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, dreaming is a natural thing to us. If you look at a child, they dream so effortlessly. They're not thinking about any kind of techniques or anything like that at all. They use their imagination and they see what they want to see, and they talk about fun things that they see in their imagination. And that's really a natural attribute that we all really want to carry through our whole life, because dreaming is a very natural thing. And we dream because we can have our dreams. The universe doesn't set us up as a human being to dream, to torment us. So, look what you're thinking about, but you can never have it. It doesn't work like that. It's like, oh no, you're a dreamer, because that's your indication of what's on its way to you. So I often use my father as an example, and if you've heard me talk about him in other videos, my father had close to zero formal education of any kind. He did get himself into a contracting business, and he did very well. And his characteristics, I would say, would be in the area of optimistic and self-respect, kind, humorous, appreciative, feeling of anything is possible, and he believed in himself. And I don't know where he got those qualities, because in the environment that he grew up in, and not having gone to school, you would think that would be something that he wouldn't acquire. But he stayed in touch with that stuff, and he didn't know any of this stuff. I mean, like I say, he couldn't read or write, so he wasn't learning any techniques to manifest. I can assure you of that. Anyway, I can just remember him talking about things, and he'd be looking in one direction, and I didn't think he had it, but he could talk about it. Or sometimes I had to go look, because I thought, is it there? Is he talking about because it's there? Or is he making it up? and it was his imagination. But those things would invariably come to him. And that's natural life. He wasn't doing anything strange or different than any of us can do. That's what we were all born to do. And that's a part we just can leave off the table in terms of our life. I mean, so many people getting wrapped up into, how can I manifest this? How can I do this? How can I get that? How can I use my energy? All this law of attraction. It's like, we got to give it a rest, people. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. It's a very, very natural and easy thing to dream, and to allow your dreams to flow into your life. Sure, anytime they come up, just have fun with them. But there is not one thing you have to do in the run of a day to talk about, visualize, affirm, nothing. You could go days without thinking about a thing that you wanted, a dream that you had. And then one day you would be maybe talking about it, or talking with somebody, and it would come to mind. And then you would play with it, and you'd have fun with it, just like it was in your life. And that's all there's to it. That allows it to come. And that's part of what allows it to come. Let me be clear on that, because these other qualities that I mentioned, you must have self-respect. You must know your worthiness. You must know that. You must know you're good enough, and you have value and importance in this universe. You must have that in order, because that is one of the ingredients. If you're making you're baking some kind of a dish, and there's certain ingredients to get it to come out the way it's intended to come out, you can't leave out ingredients and expect to get the result. And I can assure you, when it comes to your daily high vibration, if you leave out self-respect, if you leave out that good feeling about yourself, you're missing an ingredient that's going to let those things come into your life the way that you want them to. And other ingredients, of course, are kindness and understanding others. When we know vibration, we know people are in our life in a way that matches our vibration. So we stop taking things personally, and we just use it to our advantage to understand what's going on in our vibration. And we process it like that, so we don't go into any kind of low vibration energy over it. Appreciation, of course, is always going to get you, it's going to get your life flowing in good ways because it's just high vibration. Appreciation is such high vibration to look at the positive aspects of things and how they're working and how good life is, and that just great overall feeling. The knowing that everything is possible, anything that you can think is a possibility, because this is a sea of energy. This universe is a sea of energy. It is non-discriminant energy. It has no conditions. It just takes the request and it assembles itself into that request. And if you are focused and don't interfere with the request, then the energy will take the form of anything you want. This is a field of all possibilities that we live in. And again, believing in yourself, optimism, those things all come together. So these are the daily ingredients that you want. There's no specific thing that you have to say or do for your dreams to come into your reality. It's just be a natural dreamer. That's one ingredient of your daily recipe of high vibration living. And of course, understanding contrast. I remember, anything from my father, anything that would come up. I mean, a challenge at all would be, he just mind was working to think, oh, there's a solution to this. What's the opportunity in this kind of thing? So even though he didn't understand it in the way of the creative process, he kind of processed it in that way. So the thing we want to do, and I should mention, I did have a comment on the video. I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, and somebody wanted me to make a video about a manifestation technique. So this is kind of it. Only there's no such thing as a manifestation technique, because everything about your life right now is a manifestation, and it's the manifestation of your present moment thought energy combined with your belief energy. So your conscious and subconscious mind are broadcasting. And the law of attraction is returning what you want. So, excuse me, there's no manifestation technique. There is there's you and your energy, and if it's high or low. And if your thought energy is low, then what's going to manifest are going to be things you don't want. And if it's high, they're going to be things that you want. So if you want to call this a manifestation technique, and I'll use that term very loosely, here it is. It's the brick wall of faulty beliefs. You get some techniques to get that brick wall out of the way, and then that path is going to find you, and everything you want is going to come flowing into your life. So I don't have any manifestation techniques. I don't teach manifestation techniques. It quite frankly is laughable to once you know the creative process and you see people talking about manifestation techniques. It's just a gross misunderstanding of how the universe works. There's no such thing. What you can have is thought techniques, though. You can have good feeling thought techniques. That would be helpful. You could use the reconstruction process. That's a technique. That's a thinking technique that helps you to look at your thoughts and identify what's out of alignment and then bring them back in. That's an awesome technique. And when you do that technique constantly, repetitively, on faulty beliefs, they just start to fade away. And what opens up to you is the path for you to receive the things that you want. And the byproduct of you returning to your natural high vibration is the flow, the natural flow of life, the joyous expanding process, the creative process. We have the contrast. It causes us to ask. Inner being sets it up. The path to all the details for us to receive it. And then in our positive focus, as I talked about with the characteristics of my father, these kinds of characteristics, you're naturally in the high vibration zone and everything comes flowing into your life. You have that experience, and from that experience, then after a while it causes you to want more, different, whatever, and you just keep expanding in that way. So that's the technique that you want to think about, thinking techniques. Techniques that are high vibration thinking techniques. You can use different things. So a vision board could be a thinking technique because it gets your focus and it makes you think of and remember that your dreams are on the way to you and you don't have to do anything for them. You can relax and be easy. So you can use affirmations and vision boards and different things, but think of them as helping you to focus positively. Don't think of them as causing anything to manifest, because that's right there, what I just said. If you're thinking of a technique to manifest, you're already in a state of lack. You're in a state of absence. You think you don't have it, because if you knew you had it, you wouldn't be trying to get it. Like this one, right? That's what we do in life. We've been doing it physically for a long time. Trying to use physical effort, and we're going to carve the rock out of the mountain. There's got to be gold in them hills. There's just got to be, and I'm going to find it. And now we're starting to replace this physical effort. We're starting to learn about energy and vibration, but it's not being quite learned in the way that it is with the creative process. So now people are coming up and they're replacing the axe to get through the rock with, I think I'm going to use a technique to get through a faulty belief. I'll use a manifestation technique and bypass that faulty belief. But guess what? No, you're not doing it. The law of attraction will not let you get away with it. There is no bypassing a faulty belief. There's no way around it, through it, any of that stuff. You can displace it. And you can displace it with new positive thinking strategies and techniques that once you practice them, you'll realize they'll get you back into your actual natural way of thinking with your mind. You'll be back in a natural state. Optimism will be natural to you. Self-respect will be natural to you. Kindness and humor will be natural to you. Appreciation will be natural. Just flow. You'll see things and you'll instantly think of the goodness of things. The idea of an open field of all possibilities. Nothing will be a problem. Nothing will be a crisis, a trauma. You'll be stuck in nothing because you'll know that all of that is contrast that's caused your life to get better, and you'll appreciate it. You'll be believing in yourself, believing in life. And as you do that, you displace these faulty beliefs. You get your natural beliefs in place, and then again, the cycle just flows for you. So if I go back here to this image, over here we see again, we have that mentality of chasing after what we want. We're going to use some kind of physical technique, some kind of, working with numbers, or in some kind of investing strategy, or something that we're going to do to get that money. We're figuring it out. We're going to get our hands on it by figuring it out and making it happen. Or we can start to live our natural life where we feel it. We're doing things because they feel good. We're not doing them for the reason to get anything. The getting turns into the receiving when you're going through your day and you're enjoying what you love. And I should have mentioned that too. My father just loved his business. He as far as I could see, he loved every bit of it, every aspect of it. And so he just had a huge joy factor in his day. Not saying he didn't have his low vibration moments, but generally speaking, he had a lot of joy in his day. And when you have that, you're a magnet. You're a magnet. This stuff comes to you. The money comes to you. The relationships come to you. The health comes to you. The vocation, the opportunities to use your gifts and talents comes to you. This is what we came for. We didn't come to chase after things. We came to live a very fulfilling, satisfying life, and the things are a byproduct. They just come. But see, we're so focused on things must be the goal of life. Get material wealth and get more of this and more of that. And it's just a byproduct, really. It's good to experience it. It's fun to have it and play with it. But we don't want to make it our objective of life, that's for sure. Because you get into this mode where you're chasing. And with that comes all kinds. That's a faulty belief. All kinds of negative emotion comes with that. Low vibrations come with that. Interferes with your life in all kinds of ways. You don't get to live your fulfilling life that you came for. So You want to get more into this state of mind, which is stage 4 of the 7 stages, where you're in a state of optimism, and you're feeling self-respect and appreciation, and you're responding to things. You're not reacting. You're believing in yourself. You know anything is possible. You know your inner being and other elements of the universe they've got everything all orchestrated for you to receive in really nice ways through your day. And that's the way that life really is. So the things that I teach are really getting you back to your natural way of thinking, and part of that is being a natural dreamer. Just to realize this is easy. The universe has made it so easy for us. And, of course, easy action, too. Action is a big part of it. And using our mental faculties. It's fun. I use my mental faculties to put these videos together and to record them, and all the things that go with that, and a lot of the things I do here and other personal interests that I do. I use a lot of my mental faculties. I use a lot of my physical faculties. In fact, last 2 days I was up on the motocross track. I'm just starting the season, so I think every muscle and bone in my body is adjusting to all that beating around on the track. But it was fun, really, really fun. And so there's lots of activity, not only in the those things that we do as hobbies and that kind of thing, but just even in the I'll say the word work, you know, the things that we work at our vocation, lots of fun in those. And even if it's something we don't like, we find what's positive in it, because we understand that as we do that, we're inviting the thing that we want. And so that's the natural way of living. That's what I'm really aiming for here with my books and these videos and all the things that I do, is to get you back to your natural way of thinking. Faulty beliefs have just put us off into a really twisted tangent of thinking, trying to make us think that we got to do so many things to make things happen, and it's just not the way that it is. So we want to relax and get back to our natural way of thinking, and then all these things will be natural to us. And for sure, dreaming will be natural. We'll just have an idea. We'll have a thought of experiencing something, and it will just feel absolutely done. It's done, and it's on the way, and you're just feeling that emotional experience and the on the way that it is, and you just let that sort of do its thing and come into your life. You're not going after it all. So that's the video for today. If you have any questions, leave them on the post. Thanks for listening in, and if there is any questions, be sure to put them. There's always lots of great comments on these videos, so keep them coming, and enjoy your day.